edge of the desk. And everybody had to say, excuse me, before they pass. I'll stand up and sit. In fact, I think I've stood up and sat down for over 50 times today. And they keep apologizing. Sorry. No, it's not punishment. We need to be active. That is part. In fact, I was happy to be doing that because my tracker is already counting. I stood up, I sat down for me. So when we say physical activity, it's not necessarily only when you go to the gym to lift weight. And it's not always when you exercise for weight loss. For those of us who want to lose weight, no. Everybody needs physical activity to manage stress. And when we say physical activity, to be intentional about it. Sometimes we take a walk. But while we are taking that walk, we are discussing on the phone with somebody who is even stimulating stress in us. What we should be doing is mindful activities and not mindful. You know what mindful means? You are taking a walk, you are discussing, you are planning a wedding with your sister and all that. So you need to do what? Focus on what you are doing. Take deep breaths. Make out time to think about things outside work. There's what we call guided imagery. You can just sit down and begin to imagine things. You can play a music that reminds you of maybe when you were in school or, something that will make you laugh. These are parts of guided imagery. And then make intentional efforts to stay active. Once you are active, your body releases hormones called happy hormones, endorphins and all that. And they put you in a very happy mood, okay? Instead of sitting down all the time or maybe sitting in your office and ringing the bell, take the mail to your secretary. Go to the next office. Just walk around, okay? I have a new secretary in my office. And I'm sure that in her mind, she'll be calling me busybody because I'll never call her. I will always come to her desk to meet her. If I finish signing anything, I'll take it to her. And then she'll be like, hey, Ma, go and sit down now. Prof, I said, leave it. It's part of what? It keeps me in a better mood. Instead of just sitting down on your table and dealing with everything. When you are taking phone calls, make it a habit to sit on your chair. Walk around while you are on Zoom meetings. If you want to talk, you can stand at a place and talk. And then so on and so forth. But then before I go, I'll teach you what we call breathing exercise. I don't know if you've heard about it. It is magical. Even when you are not stressed out, just do it the way you drink water. It even helps to regulate blood pressure. We've done a lot of researches on that. So guided breathing or intentional breathing exercises entails taking in air and breathing out. Breathing in and out, but with some intentionality. When you want to breathe in, please, I want everybody to do this. If this is the only thing you go back home with today, I'll be okay. You put your hand on your tummy. Put your hand on your tummy. And when you want to breathe in, one hand on your tummy. When you want to breathe in, you breathe in through your nose. And when you want to take out air, you take it out through your mouth. You open, because when it pushes out, that means that air is going in. And when you are breathing out, your tummy should go inwards to push out the air. So put your hand on your tummy, and at the count of 4, we take in air. 1, as I'm counting, you are breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you begin to breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. You can do this for as much as you want in a day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Prof. We truly appreciate you. As with what happens in very exceptional programs like this, we're running out of time and would like to still do a couple of things. We have a consultant cardiologist in our midst who will give us a very abridged version of a health talk. We've talked about fertility, we've talked about the women, And now we want to talk about our children. So we'll have that. As Dr. Ken Adiele comes up, I'd like to draw attention to a book that I have here in my hand. It's really small here, Carrie. The immediate past chairman of our older branch and the coordinator emeritus, Awla Rivers. She's here with us. And with her depth of experience in protecting, restoring women's rights, a practical approach, we're encouraged to get a copy outside. The book goes for 30,000 naira, but for today, because this is she identifying with us, with our own, the book is being sold for 25,000 naira for only today. Restoring Women and Children's Rights, a Practical Approach. And the foreword was written by our own Honorable Justice Mary Peter Odili. And you can be sure that you will get value for your money. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to welcome all of you, the African Women Lawyers Association, to Enugu. I know you have time is already well spent. I want to appreciate some of the organizers, Mrs. Gozier, for giving me the opportunity to stand here. And also, I want to thank the chairman, the chairperson, the president of this association, as well as the keynote speaker, Her Excellency that left. I want to join all of them and the other people to welcome you to Enugu. Enugu is an Igbo land, and you're welcome here. And also, I know we are here, so you're welcome. So I'll be talking about, without wasting much of your time, and then let me see how much I can summarize. I was informed that I didn't know, it's a PowerPoint-less presentation, so I didn't get my slides. But I'll try to see how I can make it, appreciate so that I can be able to make you people appreciate it. I'm going to be talking about heart diseases in children. I am Dr. Ken Adiele, a pediatric cardiologist with a consultant pediatric cardiologist with UNTH Enugu. I also the medical director of Noble Life Consultants Clinic, Independence Layout here. We are the ones giving the health and medical services behind. So we'll be looking at heart diseases in children. So there are a lot of issues about heart diseases in children now. I'm sure you have been hearing about that. So it's all about, children are born and you are not telling them that they have heart problems and they're wondering how. It's on the increase. Like 30 years ago, the incidence of, or the prevalence of heart diseases was about 3.5% for every 1,000 live births. That's live births, 1,000. Out of it, about 3.5, we have congenital heart disease or heart problems. Okay? Then later on, in recent years, it increased to like 4.5. Some of them were getting up to 9.3. Okay? And it's probably because of increased doctors being trained to be able to make diagnosis. Before, we were not making diagnosis of heart diseases. Before, most of the children that died in the communities were, the deaths from heart diseases were taken as, or combined as pneumonia diseases, pneumonia deaths. They were all, put into pneumonia deaths because they would just breathe and die and all that. But recently, we're making more diagnosis and the prevalence is coming. Pink, but they cannot breathe well. So these are the acyanotic and then the cyanotic congenital heart diseases. Then we have the acquired heart diseases, which are maybe the commonest is rheumatic heart disease, which is a disease of poverty and all that, and the heart valves get attacked, and the heart valve starts leaking, and the heart starts getting big, and you need to change the valve for the child to be alive. So what are the causes of congenital heart disease? Let me just go. There is no particular cause you can say that this is a cause of congenital heart disease. It's a multifactorial thing. So we talk about risk factors. What are the risk factors? So sometimes we look at, some of them are genetic risk factors, but there are some gene studies going on now to show that you might have a gene, in your family, and it may jump generations. Probably in the past, somebody has delivered a child with congenital heart disease. We don't know about it. It can jump generations, and it can happen now. Taking herbal concoction, not taking your routine medication when you're pregnant, exposing yourself to radiations, going to places where there are chemicals and radiation when you're pregnant and all that. Then you can also talk about things like unplanned pregnancy is a very high-risk problem, you do understand? Because you don't plan your pregnancies, you find out that you may be exposed to these things, alcohol intake, drugs, taking on unprescribed drugs. Doctors don't prescribe your drug. You go to chemist because of poverty now. Mix yellow morgo in the chemist. Go and mix my medication for me in the chemist because people are poor. So you find out these things. You don't know the ones that can affect the baby in the womb, and especially if it's an unplanned pregnancy. So you can have that happening. So we have talked about the other one, poverty, sore throat. If you have sore throat, that's for acquired heart disease. If you have sore throat and you don't treat it well, and you don't go to hospital, you just take one shot at antibiotics, there may be some strain of those organisms that cause throat infection that will form immunological reaction that will now go and attack. It was a you've already lost, it is over. You think it's over, like 3 weeks after. The immunological reaction will now go and attack the heart valves, and it will destroy those heart valves. That's rheumatic fever. And rheumatic fever will now lead to rheumatic heart disease after destroying the heart valve. And the heart valve starts leaking, and then the issue becomes there. So these are the things. So what are the clinical features? The clinical features, most times it might just be, the commonest clinical feature is that the patient is born, and if he's at birth, it's a more serious thing. At birth, you can have a child that is born at birth and is blue. You see that the child is blue and is breathing fast, or it cannot even, it cannot even maintain blood pressure and other things like that. That one is a critical thing. There are issues we call critical, pulmonary circulation, critical issues that you need to address. If you don't do it, the patient will die within 1 week. But those are those ones. Then there are some that we wait till around 3 months, around 3 to 4 months. That's when they will now present. The shunt lesions. They will start breathing fast. Initially, they will be fine, or they will just say nothing serious. But now, after 3 to 4 months, you start breathing fast and then coughing and all that. Coughing, it becomes that. You think it's pneumonia, but it's a heart disease. And sometimes it will just be, they now go to the hospital and the doctor will pick a momo and say, okay, go to a cardiologist, and they will now know the problem. Now, okay, which other one? Some of them will not, presentation may be not being able to grow, failure to thrive. In Igbo land, they call it nta. The child you are giving food, is eating very well, despite good appetite, is not adding weight. You'll be wondering, what is that? Some of them will not present at birth. They wait around 6 months. Around 6 months, they will now start presenting. You now start noticing that they are blue. These are cyanotic congenital heart disease. You notice that they start changing color, changing body color. Their lips start getting darkened. Then some of them will now be weak. When they are playing with their other siblings, after some time, they start squatting. They're taking that particular position all the time. Even when they are lying down, they are lying in a squatting position. They just get weak. And that is the next thing. As they are growing, their nail beds get darkened, and some of them will, the tips of their fingers will start getting ballooned out and look like that's too soon. It's not up to 15 minutes. So, you now have drumstick appearance. These are some of the clinical features. Let me leave the clinical features. How do you make diagnosis? When you now suspect that there is a congenital heart disease, you go to a hospital, the doctor sees you, and then we train all the young doctors so that they be able to at least pick a murmur or something and then send to a cardiologist. It's the cardiologist that make the final diagnosis. And we now be able to look at the history, take a good history, clinical examination, examine the patient very well, and then investigate. One of the investigations we usually do for us to make the diagnosis, we start with a chest X-ray. It's common. Okay, we start with a pulse oximetry. Use the normal bedside, what we call pulse oximeter, to know the saturation of the patient. If the saturation is low, you're already talking about cyanotic. If the saturation is high, you're already talking about non-cyanotic type. Then you look at, again, chest X-ray. What is the chest X-ray? Normal chest X-ray. You look at that X-ray, you look at the heart size. What is the size of the, once it's a big heart and the lungs are congested, you now know that you are dealing with something, okay? Then, of course, you may have picked up a murmur during the clinical physical examination. Then the next thing is for you to now confirm the diagnosis. Okay, you do what we call an ECG. ECG is electrocardiography, where you need to put different wires in the chest of the patient, and then it brings out some tracing, which gives you the electrical function of the heart. And that electrical function helps the doctor also, the cardiologist, to know where it's going. So if you get all this, then the next thing, you already have an idea. You already have differentials. Then you now go and do what we call the echocardiography. Echocardiography is like an ultrasound. Normal ultrasound that pregnant women do. It's non-invasive. It's not associated with radiation. You just put your probe there and all that. But you need to be trained to be able to do a good echocardiography. It's a lot of things. You open up a lot of things. Open here. Be able to now tell you which exact heart disease are we talking about. There are so many of them. If I had pictures, I'll show you. So you'll be able to make the real diagnosis, and then you can now plan, educate the family and plan for intervention. What are the possible interventions? It could be some that you cannot do anything about. Some of them you cannot do anything about. I'm not trying to say, but those ones are few. You'll now be able to do anything about, and you counsel them about that, and it will just be management, taking drugs and all that. Then some of them have treatment. You may initially optimize them with drugs. After optimizing them with drugs and they get fit for surgery, they can be offered surgery. Open heart surgery can be a treatment for some of those. And then we also have some that have hole outside the heart that you do a closed heart surgery to be able to go. Then some of them, it may not be just surgery. We have what we call interventional cardiology, which we also offer here. Interventional cardiology, some of these things, if you choose them correctly, you can actually close the hole inside the heart without opening up the patient. You go through the vein and get into the heart. You get into the heart, watch it on a screen, in a cath lab. You'll be seeing it on a television, and you see yourself enter, get into the heart, see the hole, measure it. We must have done all those studies, then come in there, confirm it, and then put a device, what we call a device, close up that hole, and then come out, test it and be sure everything is perfect, and then you come out. And at the end of the day, the child is healed. It is perfectly corrected, and you don't need to. The next day, the patient goes home. Stops taking all the medications, and it will look like miracle. It will look like magic, and it could be done in less than 1 hour in the cath lab, depending on the case that we do. So we have done that in Nigeria. We've done here. It's something we have gone abroad to learn, and we are doing. Recently, we did some in Southeast Nigeria, under the auspices of VUM Foundation in America. We've done at Dame Marina Ekosa Memorial Hospital. We did one in September last year, where we did about 10 cases, all of them 100% outcome. We did another one in July this year. We did 11 cases, 100% outcome. And we're going to do another one in October, first week of October. By the grace of God, we will also have that. So, yeah. So, what are the ways to prevention? Let's look at prevention. How do we prevent congenital heart diseases? I'm sure mothers are here. You are all mothers, and you'll be wondering, is there a way to prevent this thing? Yes. Because of the little information we have about the risk factors, okay, you can actually help to reduce these congenital heart diseases and acquired heart diseases. What are the things you can do? One is that you have to, we advise that if a woman has had a previous, has had a child that has a congenital heart disease, because there is risk of having another one. But it increases once you have one. If you have two, it decreases more and more. So what we do is, once you have had or we have such people, we ask them to have their next pregnancy planned. It has to be planned pregnancy. like 3 months before they plan pregnancy, they have to start taking their folic acid. Folic acid is one of the routine drug we've seen that helps in formation, baby formation. Now, I forgot to mention something, that the heart forms very early. I forgot to mention it. The heart, in the formation of the heart, the heart starts forming as early as 10 days. 10 days. And then it starts beating as early as 21 days of pregnancy when you have missed your period. And then, from conception, the doctor talked about fertility. He talked about fertility. He talked about the egg and all that meeting up. And then you can imagine, at 21 days, at that 10 days, the woman has not missed her period. So she doesn't know she's pregnant. She doesn't know she's pregnant. So what she does is, her lifestyle, what is her former lifestyle? If she has been taking drugs from the chemist, if she has been going to parties and all that, those things will affect the baby. By the time she knows she's pregnant, a lot of the deed has been done. That's the thing. So what we now say is that you should...
Thank you so much.
Okay. Pregnancy, okay? And that is it. And then as much as possible, we'll try to follow up these patients. Thank you very much. Maybe there is more to it. Thank you so much. Right.
A very big round of applause. Thank you very much. I know he has a lot to share with us. He has quite a lot, and he's making a huge lot of sense. He's around. We can still meet him for further information. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for that very insightful discussion. Thank you. Thank you once again. We have recognized the Leonard Silk, Mr. Kombese, and the Professor Dada Lawansin. We'll be calling them shortly for their goodwill message. But before we do that, please, we'll have the poets. We have had a lot of discussions and mental, things that our mind is processing. So we just have the poets come up and give us something that would excite us more. Then we now have the Leonard Silk. Let's encourage him, Mr. Jeff Iwo. Let's encourage him.
A warm greeting to everyone here, the distinguished guests, and the remarkable women of the bar. I feel greatly honored to be here, not with arguments, but with a poem. I am Jeff Iwu, and here is to the gavel that sleeps. When the gavel sleeps, that is the title of my poem. I begin with silence. I begin with silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence of gathering storms, of breath before speech, of thoughts before verdicts. I see here women who have earned immaculate robes, echoing tales of bounds they have broken, the threatening voices of limitations they have silenced. Keepers of laws, daughters of brave mothers who argued cases in courts, in marketplaces, in village squares, long before your noble robes would grace the road. You have been the whispers behind petitions, the fires in chambers, the patient ink on briefs no one thought you could write. And still, you are here. You are here in a hall filled with the pulse of history. Your voices poised like arrows. Strategize, they say. Yes, strategize like rainfall in the height of Hamatan. seeping into the cracks of the strongest walls. Overcome. Yes, overcome. To touch the sun. Evolve, they said. Yes, evolve like the moon, changing shape, but never losing its lights. Even when the world pretends not to see. But I beseech you, women, heroes are not born in applause. They are fought in the slow hours, in the nights when the gavel sleeps. And the law is nothing but your conscience asking, will you still fight when no one is watching? Will you still rise when the rising costs you everything? I think of your journeys. Yes, I think of your journeys. Of the day they called you too young, and you learned to age in wisdom, not in bitterness. Of the day they called you too woman, and you showed them that justice wears every face. There are battles, no status covers. Wars without witnesses. Cases where the judge is your own reflection. And sometimes, the verdict is delayed for years. But the courage still rings loud even in the wait. So I ask you women, when the world calls you to choose, between comfort and truth, between safety and justice, between the silence they love and the voice you owe to the future, oh, tell me, what will you say in the moment when the gavel wakes and finds your hand upon it? Thank you.
A very big round of applause for Mr. Jeff for that wonderful poem. Thank you so much. We'll now invite the Lynette Silk, Mr. Lateef Omoyemi Akombe, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, for his goodwill message. Please, a round of applause for him as he makes his way.
A very good afternoon to everyone in the room. For shortness of time, please permit me to lean on the existing protocols. I've been told that because of my very slim frame, I can lean on almost anything and it won't break. That said, first of all, I must apologize for coming not even a bit late, but very late. I found out very late that this program clashes with another program in the NBA. And I thought that by the time we finished, this would have finished. I didn't know that it was still on. So please, this is out of character for me not to attend to a function that I've been invited to. So please do forgive me, my mothers. So by way of goodwill message, I've come to identify with Awla and let Awla know, that over the years we've been together. Last year before in Lagos, we were together at this same Parley. So once again, I'm extremely happy to be here women are making great strides. Women are doing great things. In fact, I tell people that in years to come, men are going to become the endangered species because everywhere is going to be taken over by women. And it's happening already. I always tell people, I remind them of a time in Lagos State High Court when we had about 4 or 5 female chief judges back to back. And also, as a member of the body of benchers, I'm privileged to see the number of new wigs that have been admitted to the bar. And I tell you that the percentage of the new calls to bar are almost 70% female. So whether we like it or not, female will take over this profession and they continue to do great things in the profession. The only admonition that I have is to say that please always ensure that capacity, you don't compromise on capacity. There can't be any other way. Capacity building is extremely important. Because what parity does is to put people on equal footing. Then you have to demonstrate that you have the capacity. Let people know that you are here. Yes, because you're a woman, but you also command the respect of your peers, by being where you are. You deserve a seat at the table, and it's not only because you're a woman, but you also deserve it. You command it. It's not a favor. It's not a token that is being given to you. So we should not at any time compromise on capacity. Let's continue to build capacity amongst ourselves. And let's continue to make headway. Everywhere I go, I say to people, don't say there are no women at the bar. There are women at the bar. It was being said many years ago in England when there actually were no women at the bar. But after that, everybody has come to realize that there are women at the bar. And for the female judges, also allowed to be addressed as my lady. Let people know that you are a lady and you deserve to be here. Don't say they should call you my lord, because for me it's derogatory to call a female judge my lord. Am I saying that you don't deserve to be there except you're a man? No, you're a lady and you should be addressed so, my lady. Please, let's accept that. So I leave you today with a framework on Unleash. The acronyms of Unleash, UNLEASH. I want you to take this. Unleash, the U in Unleash stands for understand your power as a woman. The N says navigate the obstacles in your way. The L says lead with purpose. The E says embrace the challenges. The A, advocate for yourself and others. The S says strategize for success. And the H says harness evolution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Another round of applause for the Leonard Silk. Thank you very much for honoring us despite your other engagement. And as I invite Professor Foluke Dada Lawansin to come and give her goodwill message. A round of applause for her, please.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, let's cheer up a bit. Don't mind my voice. Good afternoon. I believe we're all happy to be here. It's our event, and we should give it life that it deserves. Okay, I've been introduced. My name again is Professor Foluke Dada Lawansin. I'm an Awlan. I have not been too active recently, and that's because I am going around the country doing the needful, consulting for the necessary office that I think women need to be. For so many years, we have not done much, but by the grace of God, women are coming out, and I appreciate the leadership of Awla. Mrs. Caroline, you're here. Mrs. Ibas, our mother in Awla, FIDA, I appreciate you. And I appreciate every great woman present here. I appreciate the men who are standing up for us, the he for she's. And you see, we're at that point now that as women, we need to raise the bar. The theme this year for the agency is Stand Tall, right? stand high, stand up, and stand tall. That theme is a little shady, but for short people who are vertically challenged like me, it doesn't really mean a thing. And what it means is that I must come out as a woman and be the woman that I am. And I get the message. I understand the theme. And I encourage you all, as women at the bar, we really need to do more. We have established the fact that there are ladies at the bar. And Latifa Kongbe SAN just said that it shouldn't be tokenism. It shouldn't be by tokenism. But the days of tokenism are gone. Now we have women of capacity. We have women who can do. We have women who have traversed far and near. We have women who are educated and can bring to bear the basic values in that education, the basic values in that knowledge and the experience we have. And as women, I see as a professor several girls achieving so much in class. And when you look at the law school results, you are so proud to be a woman. But has that really translated to economic and political empowerment of women? No. So this is the stage that we are now, a stage where women now are bold enough to let us support each other. We just left a session at FIDA where we talked about, one of the things we talked about was about supporting each other. You see, we come to these conferences, we say a lot, and the next conference will come, we'll say so much, but have we been able to transform those talks into action? That is where we are now. Between now and July next year, we should elevate ourselves and ensure that as we do that, we are tagging the young girls along. The young girls, by next year, it should be an interesting session to see how many girls you have mentored by next year. And this is my message to you. Thank you very much. And please let the women support the women. I am saying this by next year, July, as we come out, now we have female candidates going for the office of the president of the Nigerian Bar Association. I'm one of them. So please, let us do the needful. Let's stand tall. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Dada. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. And if you could just wait for a second, we'll just do a couple of things back to back right now.
Yes.
As we draw a curtain. Would ask the Leonard Silk, Mr. Latif Omoyemi Fagbemi to come forward.
Omoyemi Akombe, SAN. Yes,
Omoyemi
sorry for that
Akombe,
mix up.
SAN.
We'll be having a presentation of award plaques and also group photograph. And as we do that, I want to recognize the presence of the MBA Lagos branch chairman. Women are actually doing well and will do well. So the first female chairperson of MBA Lagos, Mrs. Uchenna Ogunedo Akimbade. Thank you for coming. You're welcome. So let's have...
let's also have my Lord join them for the group photograph. Please, let's come forward. Okay, we'll take their words. Then right after that, we have the group photographs immediately. Please, if the ushers can bring the plaques forward. If you can have the ushers help with bringing the plaques forward. Please, if we can have the LOC organized for the ushers to bring the plaques forward so that we can quickly.
Just wave your hands and Lord, I love you.
Okay, we also want to announce that there is opportunity to do your BMI. Please, you can just go to the back and meet the medical team. And also we have raffle draw. If you have been a regular attendee of Awla Parley, you know that we always make it exciting. So we have raffle, we have gifts, exciting gifts for everyone. We have given out the raffle tickets. Please hold on and stay on with us for a couple of minutes and we'll get that across to you. So we are starting up with the awards now.
All right, so to present the award very quickly, would ask my Lord to come up. My Lord, please, if you would do us the honor to come present the awards to them. We're wrapping it up very quickly. We'll have my Lord come up to present the award to them. This is for Mr. Latif Omoyemi Akongbe. We'll have my Lord present the award to him.
Just wave your hands and Lord, I love you.
Permit me to say, my lady.
So on behalf of the African Women Lawyers Association of Nigeria, I have the honor of presenting this award of appreciation to you, Mr. Latif Akongbe, SAN. Thank you.
Precious words from my heart to tell you how I feel for you.
You obsessed my mind. You come to my house.
On behalf of the African Women Lawyers Association of Nigeria, I have the honor and the privilege of presenting this award of appreciation to you, Professor Foluke Dada Lawansin. Congratulations.
That's why I sing this song to you.
He says, I love you, Lord.
I will have Our Excellency come present the award to our keynote speaker. Our Excellency, ma'am, please, if you would do us the honor to come present the award to our keynote speaker. And in the same stead, if our keynote speaker and our guest speaker would please come up very quickly.
Around to say good morning. I wouldn't say where I came from and where I met you. To my brother, Mr. Frank Nweke Jr. I just saw, I said, just as gentle as ever. And here I'm seeing Mr. No Honorable, this minister, former doctor. Anyhow, for who you are, Frank, I know you have impacted Awla. I was the vice president, not the president. Efe Etomi was president while I was her vice. And I'm happy where Awla is. I'm happy the moves. I'm happy we are unleashing, which Mr. Frank has helped bring us out. Thank you, Carol, for the good job. I missed his speech, but I know I'll get it in a way. On behalf of Awla, we present this to you, Mr. Frank Nweke Jr. Please, thank you for all you're doing for Awla. Don't leave us. We will always come after you. Thank you for being the he, she. Thank you. Thank you. We have another one. Here is, yes, we have a pen and a jotter here for you. Okay, that should do it.
Nothing can take your place. Nothing compares to you. Who is like unto you? I love you, Jesus. Who else can die for me? Who else can shed his blood? Who else can give his life?
also present to Associate Professor Ojuku very quickly. Associate Professor Ojuku's picture will be taken, award will be presented to her as well. And we also want Professor Joy Adaonyeso to please come forward for a plaque of appreciation.
Okay, darling, I listened to you. That was powerful. Thank you for helping bring out Awla. We have learned, and on behalf of Awla, Nigeria, I present this to you. Put it beside your office, and remember, you owe Awla more. Yeah, presentations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. We appreciate you indeed.
Thank you so much. I just met Prof, and I was just admiring this professor. I took her number. Little did I know I'll be doing more job here for you. On behalf of Awla, I present this to you, Professor Joy Adaonyeso. Thank you for the good job. Thank you for encouraging Awla. Keep it up. You're one of us, so you have no choice. Thank you very much.
So we'll have the picture session take place right now. Please, my lords, would like you to come forward. We'd like the keynote speaker to also come forward. We also have in our midst Honorable Justice Nkem is giving me already. We'd also like my lord to join the picture session. We'd like the keynote speaker to come here. Madubuko would also like you to join the picture session, please. If we have any other judge of
we'll also invite the Awla Southeast Coordinator, Mrs. Dozie Udemezwe, and his worship. And the Enugu State Coordinator, his worship, Ifoma Wabara. Okay. We still have raffle draws. Please stay with us.
You've never been defeated.
Please would like profs to please join the photo session as well. Please join the picture sessions as well. I've just been told by the chair of LOC that the plaques for prof, they're on the way. So if we get them before we leave this place, if not, it will be delivered right at their doorstep. Thank you very much for the invaluable knowledge shared with us. We thank Our Excellency very much for sitting through. We thank my lords. We also thank the keynote speaker. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. Indeed, today has been made really beautiful and colorful. if you look at the copy of your program, you would notice that one of the things we're supposed to do is to unveil Awla bylaws. We've had the committee work tirelessly. The committee was chaired by Dr. Grace Chigala Ajegbo Esquire. She was the chairperson of the committee, and myself, Oluwakemi Oyewa, was the secretary of the committee. Our worship Onomenwankwo was a member. Stella Aigbe was a member, while our president was an observer in the committee. A call for memorandum was shared to all members, inviting contributions through their branch executives. Even though the initial deadline was the 20th of February 2025, it was moved to 31st of July 2025, and it was adopted on the said day as the uniform bylaws and standing orders. Right now, our time is fast spent, so I'm sure it will be shared on all our WhatsApp platforms. We'll see what our branch identity and objective are. We'll look at the membership framework is also shared. The leadership and governance is included. The duties of officers are highlighted. The committees for effective management is indicated. The ad hoc committees, meetings and decision making, financial accountability, code of conduct and professionalism are all shared. And one may ask, what's the significance of this bylaw? The document is to provide a comprehensive, uniform governance structure for all our branches. It promotes transparency, leadership, and accountability. It promotes inclusive decision making and a strong platform for mentorship, advocacy, and legal reform. Our chairperson, who is Dr. Grace Ajegbo, would like to express deep gratitude to Madam President and the national executives and to every member of Awla Nigeria for their contributions, feedback, collaborations, which were vital to achieving the historic milestone. We thank you dearly and truly, and we look forward to an implementation of the bylaw. Thank you very much. And with that, we'll move on very quickly to the next agenda. I'd like Ifoma to come up.
Thank you, Kemi. Please, like I said earlier, Awla always recognizes and appreciates all the attendees. And in particular, we lovely recognize our guests, that's non-members. So for that reason, we have some tokens of appreciation for them. For the first 15 persons, I'll just be calling out the names. Please, can we have the gifts here on the podium? Can we have the gifts? Please, if you hear your name, quickly make your way to the stage and get a gift from Awla. Chukwu Gloria Nkiruka. Please, if you don't come up on time, we will just bypass you to say, it will just deem it that you are not here. Chukwu Gloria Nkiruka. Okay, please, let's appreciate her. Wabara Fechukwu. Please, Wabara Fechukwu W. Wabara Augustine. Nwachukwu Cecilia. Onyechere Ifesinachi Joy. Nwoji Doris C. Ohabuhiro Edna. Edna. Nwachukwu Cecilia is here. Congratulations. Okay, Wambara Fechukwu, his worship is speaking for him because she sent a person out on an assignment. Woji Doris. Juliet Peters. We have here Henry. I don't know why Henry. One name is not first name is not just enough because there can be more than one Henry. But Henry from Coniet Foundation. Juliet Peters. Ihuoma Eke. Ihunanya Onuaga.
What a dream come true. I found a woman of my life. What a gift from God. My wife, my lady. You're the best thing, you're the real one. Hey, what God has joined together. Let no man couple. Sometime, no way. Hallelujah.
Ihunanya Onuagha. Ihunanya Okoroji. Ohebulam Ebubechukwu. Olivia Inyama. If you are not here, we'll skip. Okeke Ujunwa. Okeke Ujunwa. Nzekwe Talia. Ezinne Aniwe. Congratulations. Congratulations. Odunna Augustina. Is it Odunna Abi? Odunna Augustina. Jeff Iwu. Okay, for the last time, I'll just call these names again. Woji Doris. come, Abi. Okay, we have Oduna Augustina, Jeff Iwu, Joy Obunnaya, Oyinye Ibokwe. If any of them is here, otherwise, thank you. Your worship.
Hello. Please, may the representative of Her Excellency Jennifer Ono come forward. Are you still around? The representative of Her Excellency Jennifer Ono. If you are still here, come forward and take the award.
We have some awards here for outstanding performance. The first here is the best branch coordinator of the year in the person of Awla Gloria Anori Ohia.
My heart
Please, can you come forward?
with so much peace and joy.
Stand up for the champion. You know, River State, Awla Nigeria River State branch, they are very, very outstanding. Although their regional coordinator is not doing well, because apart from River State, we don't have in other states in South. The regional coordinator, you are here, I'm calling you out. You have not done well. You know me, I say it as it is. Where is Bayelsa? Where is Cross Rivers? We don't have. Now, she's not shaking body, but you have an outstanding Awla Gloria Anori in River State. I want to put a shout out to all Awlans in River State. You are doing very, very well. And this is an encouragement for you to do better. Thank you so much for serving humanity with all your heart. Thank you very much. On behalf of the President, her ESCOs, and the entire Awla Nigeria, we say a very big thank you in recognition of your outstanding performance and dedication to the mission and objectives of the association. Your hard work and commitment have played a key role in the success of the African Women Lawyers Association Nigeria in River State. Thank you for upholding the association's standard. Thank you so much.
The best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Yes, we have another outstanding state. This particular state was inaugurated, I think, last year. I remember when we went to that state to do the inauguration, and they've been doing very, very, very well. This award for outstanding performance goes to Awla Nigeria Ogun State branch. Wow! Can we have the coordinator of Awla Nigeria Ogun State in the person of Awla Toyin Shonaike? My pretty sister, come. All the Ogun State Awlans, please come.
Listen tell you, say you can never be the one. But God say, make I tell you, say now you him choose.
In
And one
recognition
month,
of your outstanding performance and dedication to the mission and goals of the association, your hard work and commitment have contributed significantly to the success of the African Women Lawyers Association in OQ for upholding the association standards. Thank you so much.
say now you him choose. In 1 month, in 1 week, you will sing a new song. In 2 days, lesser than you will hear. Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations.
They've been doing well. They've saved so many lives, rescued so many domestic violence victims, even child trafficking victims as well. Thank you so much. Another award of excellence. This is an award for upcoming branch. This is our newest branch, I think so. But they've won an award because of their outstanding programs. This award goes to Awla, Nigeria, Edo State branch. Ooh, are you here? Edo State branch. Are you working alone? If you are from Edo State, please come and join her. If you are resident in Edo State, come and join her. I don't want to hear any of that. Hey, our president is from Edo State, so she has come to support our state. Our treasurer from Edo State. In recognition of your outstanding performance and the dedication to the mission and goals of the association, your hard work and commitment have contributed significantly to the success of the African Women Lawyers Association Nigeria in Edo State. Thank you for upholding the association's standards. Thank you so much. The Southeast is doing very well as well. Your coordinator, Mrs. Chigozie, your regional coordinator, Mrs. Chigozie Udemezwe, collected the award. Thank you so much. Now it's time for us to unveil our uniform bylaws. We have our laws. Can we clap for this ESCO? We are getting better. Now, I will humbly call on our past vice president. When she was the vice president, I was the national general secretary. We worked closely together, and I'm happy to see her again after our last year's Parley. Mrs. Teresa Ibaz, you have the singular honor to come up here and unveil our bylaws. Thank you very much, ma.
Thanks, darling.
Anytime we call on you, you're always here.
I have to be. Yes, we have to keep standing tall and strong. Well, I want to say I'm launching 10 copies with a donation I won't announce here. It will be undisclosed. And I implore everybody here to go with a copy. And not just leave with a copy, and encourage Awla to continue standing strong and bold. Unleash that inner us so we will continue to be strong. Thank you very much. Please, can it go round the high table? Take copies round Who should I call now to do? Should we call the keynote speaker? Call somebody else to launch? Yes. So you send my 10 copies.
Can we have all the coordinators come up here, both regional and state coordinators? Please come up here. And do we have anybody in the room that wants to launch? You are here, you want to launch, you want to join? Okay. We have our very own Professor Foluke Dada. She wants to launch. You are welcome, ma. Okay. Oh, really? We're also calling on Mrs. Roslyn from Calabar. Rosemary, to please come and join us.
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to commend the ESCO, the National ESCO of Awla, for this very progressive work that they have done. And these bylaws will aid us in getting to the destination, to where we want to get to. And it will keep being improved. But this is a starting point and it's great. As a teacher, you know I'm a teacher. So we don't do the transactional things that brings millions, but I just launched with 100,000. I've done it, yeah.
Oh, she has had already for us. Wow. She was our coordinator, Calabar. Yes, so introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. I was the first coordinator of Awla Cross River. I think there's need for us to revive the budget. What I'm seeing, I'm very impressed. And so I'm going to support the launching of the bylaws with a token of 30,000.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We are grateful. Do we still have any other person that want to launch? If you want to support this noble cause, can you please come forward? Okay.
The Assistant General Secretary, Awla Nigeria, Tawa Kali Tutoriola, is supporting the bylaw with the sum of 50,000 naira.
Please, National Treasurer, I hope you are noting this. Thank you so much. So, where is our coordinator, Ogun State, Olantoyin Shonoiki? Did she leave immediately after receiving the awards? Oh, boy. Okay, Oyo State. I thought there was someone here from Oyo State. Delta State, I know. Oyo. Someone came in here. Abuja. Olan Rukayat, you are a coordinator. Delta State coordinator, you are seated. We need to speak a Wari language, ba? Okay. So this is the working document for the respective branches. So we urge the coordinators to ensure that this document, this bylaw, and standing orders for branches is what is operational in your branches. Enugu State Coordinator, Your Worship, Ifeoma Nwagbara, please. You want me to speak Igbo language? Before you come up. Imo State, Imo State Coordinator. Yes, there was a mistake in the program. Her surname is actually Iloagbonam, but they mistakenly put Okafo. She's not Okafo. The immediate past coordinator was Mrs. Okafo. Thank you. So we need to correct that, please. So we have our coordinators here, and I want each of them, yes, hold copies. you must do something for your branch. Kano State Coordinator, Kemi Oyewo. So please, you have a copy each. I want you to say something in that regard. If whatever doesn't matter.
On behalf of Ola Imo, we will support with 20,000.
As the secretary of the committee, as well as the Kano coordinator, will support with a token of 20,000 as well.
She wants to support us, ma. She wants to support us.
Support my outstanding state coordinator. For Rivers State, I will support with 30,000.
So Awla Rivers will make up our support. We want to give 50, so we'll add 20 to be sure that we have up to 50. And one thank copies. Thank you.
I think they should have more than.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Delta States, Awla, will be supporting the national with 20,000 naira.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Ola Enugu, we are launching with sum of 30,000 naira.
Good afternoon, all. On behalf of myself and Abuja Awla, we'll be launching it with 150,000.
Wow. Up FCT.
Yes. So cutting of the cake.
Okay, photographers, let's take a picture. We want to cut the cake now.
Please, can we all stretch for the hands at the spelling of Awla, Nigerian branch. Awla Nigeria branch, because I have told you, my president, you are the next international president of African women lawyers. Give me A. Give me W. Give me L. Give me A. What is that?
I hope we're enjoying ourselves. We thank you so much for your time. We are going straight into the raffle draw for today. And I'm going to use 3 of our females here for the raffle to pick our winners for the raffle draws. We are going to have the first, second,
and third prizes. So if you collected the raffle ticket or a small piece of paper, just hold it because we are going to use them to get the winners for today. Thank you. I'm going to give the raffle first to Professor Foluke Lawansin. There's some small pieces of paper. There's some small ones. Number 000153. 000153. Gone? Wow. Please come. Stand somewhere there. But you are still going to give the person the gift. I'm going to call on my predecessor, Mrs. Teresa Ibas. She's going to pick for us the second position. Man. 000253. 000253. Informer, you are not supposed to. You are disqualified, sorry, yes. Because Parley committee members are not part of it and the National ESCO. So she's not supposed to collect. So another yes, man. 000255. 000255. Oh, we have a winner. Please, if you're a national ESCO, you're a state coordinator, you're a regional coordinator, or you are part of the LOC or Parley committee, you are not entitled to participate. Thank you very much. And for the last, I'm going to call on our big mommy here, Mrs. Madu Bugo. Okay, Mrs. Madu Bugo, Esquire, is going to do the last one for us. Amen. 000174. 000174. For a change, we are going to do a fourth, and we are going to honor our male champion, our keynote speaker for today. He's going to do the last one for us. Thank you, sir. Who is this lucky person? 000171. 000171. I must look at your ticket so before I give it. So I must be sure. 000174. Sorry, 171. Gone. Okay, we'll do 5. Sir. Number 16. 16. Number 14. 14. Sir, we will do until we get somebody, sir. Sir, just choose anywhere you like now. In fact, we are doing 2 more because we are giving to 5. So we are doing 5. Thank you, sir. 000-161. 000-161. Sir, please, you do one more for us. We want to give an extra person. Yes, sir. So we are giving to 5 people. We have 4. Okay. 161. Thank you, sir. 000-263. 000-263. Sorry, sir. Number 13. 13, 1 3. So sorry, we are stressing you. Thank you, sir. 000-254. 254. Two 253. 000-253. Who is the last person? Oh my God. 000-153. Wow. Come this way. Thank you. I'll call on. We'll call on our keynote speaker. Sir, please, we want to help us to present the. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. To come and do the next 3. Thank you.
Please. So thank you all for staying till the end. We now invite Ola Monica to give us the vote of thanks.
So good evening, everyone. By default, I was going to say praise the Lord. But so, well, it's all in sync because we really have, that's the starting point. We have to thank God and praise Him for a successful outing yet again. So on behalf of the President, Awla Nigeria, Mrs. Caroline, the rest of the executives, all the regional coordinators here present, the state coordinators, the ESCOs, I stand here in their stead to express our immense gratitude to Your Excellency, the Governor's wife, ably represented, to the members of the bench. I want to also acknowledge and thank our guest speaker. Thank you ever so much. I want to thank also the panelists. They really were very engaging in helping us to unleash the heroes and heroines, because even as women, we incubate the heroes also, so it's all in tandem. So I want to thank those panelists, and I want to thank the medical team. Like every bit was covered, from cardiology to child health care to that one that we can't miss, stress management for us women. That was really pertinent to us because, I mean, if we don't know how to manage or distinguish between our wants and our needs, the circle continues and will burn out. And that is why we are exploring this topic, Unleash the Heroines in You. So I want to thank also our LOC, the committee members who helped us execute, because it's one thing for us to have the funds, it's another thing for the funds to go and do the business that we want to do. I want to thank all of them. I want to thank the technical crew. Thank you for not making our guest speaker, get into one with you. I want to thank you all so much. And I want to thank Orlands, because that's the core group that has invited us to this evening here. So on behalf of all of us here, I want to thank everybody who made it here, made this a successful event. And I know that all that we have heard, we're going to execute them, we're going to put them into practice, and definitely our society will be a better place, and women, the affirmative action will keep going higher and higher, as we've seen that there are more women, moving for places in authority. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank our compares for the day's event, our barrister Ben, Ifoma Ben, and her assistants. I want to thank everyone. Thank you so much. I want to thank the media people too for the coverage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. We'll do this again next year. God will.
Thank you very much. See you in 2026 Parley. I'm sure by the end of the week we'll know where the Parley for 2026 will take place already. Thank you very much for coming. God bless us all. And it's been an honor also working alongside Ifoma Bem. She's Ifoma Bem, and I'm Oluwa Kemi Oyewo. It's such a pleasure to be here this afternoon. Thank you, and God bless you. With the kind permission of Madam President, we declare the Parley closed today. See you next year, 2026. Congratulations to our President. Congratulations to LOC. Congratulations to the chairperson of the Parley Committee. Thank you. Thank you to our speakers as well. You've done exceptionally well. God bless you. See you next year by God's grace.